Okay, welcome back. This is a tutorial video for a 1961 WIZARD TRUETYPE, and this is manufactured by Brother. And this is the first time I've seen a WIZARD TRUETYPE. It reminds me of the Webster's, like XL 500. I really liked it. One of the differences is it has this wire paper holder, and it folds over when you put it in your travel case. So this is considered ultra portable, like a travel typewriter, has a very low profile. It comes in a, originally came in a leatherette zipper case. So I don't know if the one you have has that or not, but this is how it came, and it's a great travel typewriter. So this is the tutorial video. I'm going to show you how to use this. And just kind of give you a look around. So the first thing, let me do, I always forget to do this. Here is the typeface. Sorry if you can see that, and I will type on it so you can hear it. One thing I will note on this before we get into the actual tutorial, this is a good typer. However, for those with a light touch, this is not one that I would recommend. Or petite hands. If you have petite hands but they're strong, then this will work just fine with you. But again, petite hands, the reason it doesn't work as well, even though the keys are real close to each other, however, you have to press down quite a bit for that type bar to engage. So I found it difficult. I needed stronger fingers to really get into, be able to use this. I ended up having to single finger it in order to type effectively on this. And it's not because there's anything wrong with the typewriter, it's just the way it was made. It's not ideal for a light hand, and I do have a very light touch when I use typewriters. Okay, so again, as I said, here is the wire paper holder, and it just folds down, fold back, and same with when you're getting ready to put your typewriter away, the handle folds down. So if you do get one and you take it out of the case, make sure you lift that handle up. On the right side, you're going to find your paper release, the paper bail, and your carriage release. There is a carriage lock, and it is right here on the right side. This is your carriage lock. So center your carriage, engage that lock. You just kind of want to tap it there. Now mine is locked, and I can't, oh, it should lock. Hold on. It was locked earlier. Oh, wait. Well, I'm not going to mess with it, but that's where it is. And I guess you mess with it to get it to lock. I had it locked earlier, and now I can't get it locked. So, but this is your carriage lock. There, actually. Okay. Anyway, I can't get it locked now, but that's where it is. If you load your paper, just set it, goes right behind this metal bar. Pull that through. And just get it, I like to get it nice and even, so that's where your paper release comes in handy. Over on the left side is your line selector. So you have triple spacing, double spacing, single spacing, okay? And then there's one thing about this typewriter, and I don't know if it's model specific or just this machine specific, but I did find that the return handle is awkward and hesitant, and it wasn't consistent because you have to kind of catches. So again, I've not seen these too many of these WIZARD TRUETYPEs, so I don't know if this has to do with just this particular typewriter or if this is a model specific issue. So let me know if you've got a WIZARD TRUETYPE. Is your handle a little hesitant or awkward or not? And I find that that's pretty typical of these travel typewriters because their handles are short and you don't have as much leverage. And anyway, so I'm not a huge fan of the short handles. Okay, to take off the top, you just put your hand in the middle and pull up, straight up. And here's your typing basket, escapement area that does take a universal ribbon. Please check out our playlist for changing out ribbons, and that will be helpful in helping you understand how to change out a ribbon. This one has arms, these metal arms that hold your ribbons down. And then right here, you've got the double barrel, that's what I call them, where you thread your ribbon through, but it also serves as a ribbon reversal. Okay, so when you do thread your ribbon, make sure black is on top and red is on bottom, and that your ribbon is threaded through these barrels, and that the ribbon goes over the top and around the back and underneath. Okay, so to put it back on, there's these little pins on each side. They go in these holes where there's a rubber gasket around it, and you just line those up and make sure it's snapped all the way down. And that's just really typical in all vintage typewriters. A lot of times you'll see some scuffing, and that's because people haven't made sure that the cover has snapped down, and then the handle tends to scratch the top especially with those longer handles. Okay, so let's go down here and we'll do a little bit of typing, but again, you set your margins here. As far as the keyboard, there's no tabs on a WIZARD TrueType. There is a touch selector here on the left. That just determines how hard these type bars will strike your paper. I never notice a difference, but if you want to mess around with that, please do so. Over here is your color selector. It's on red right now. Push it all the way down for black. In the middle is the white, which is the stencil setting. It's not going to type. You're gonna see your type bar moving, but you're gonna notice the ribbon vibrator, which is this right here, doesn't go up. So then the ribbon and the type bar aren't engaging. That's if you wanna use stencils or like correction tape or something like that. So if your typewriter isn't typing, or it doesn't have a really good, it's really faint or something like that, two things to check. Try reversing the direction of your ribbon and make sure that your color selector, which it is easy to bump it, is firmly on the black or the red. So I am going to, let me point out two things. Your backspace is on the right side and your margin release is on the left, which is opposite of many typewriters. So I am just gonna type really quick a sentence so you can hear it. I made a mistake. There we go. So now I'm at the margin, so I'm gonna hit margin release and finish my sentence. And that is a WIZARD TrueType. Thanks for watching.